Portraiture in 15th century Italy was often commissioned to reflect high-status marriages at royal courts and to document other important events. Two examples of such paintings are Portrait of a Woman with Yellow Sleeves by Baldovinetti, circa 1465, and Man with a Medal by Botticelli, circa 1475. This profile-style portraiture arose in the early Renaissance due to Florentine coins and medals. Interestingly, women in paintings remained in profile much longer than men because it was not considered appropriate for women to make eye contact, and it was thought to be easier to flatter them. In this sense, women were very much objectified as this stripped them of a personality and made them a possession. This painting was commissioned as a marriage portrait, and there are two main signs of ownership by her husband. Firstly, his coat of arms had been painted on her sleeve. Secondly, the jewellery she wears most likely belonged to her husband. Women were only allowed to keep a small collection of paraphernalia after they married. She is highly idealised and flattered. For example, she has pale, marble-like skin, which was considered very beautiful. However, she does have some distinguishing features which can make her recognisable. She conforms to the beauty and fashion of the age. Firstly, she has a receding hairline, because at that time prominent nobles shaved the front of their head so they had a high profile, to which she draws attention with the hairband. Secondly, she is extremely flat-chested, which suggests that she is both probably only around 12 years old and that women wore constricting undergarments. Now this painting was commissioned with a very different aim in mind, to connect the sitter with the Medici family. This man is holding a bronze-coloured medal depicting Cosimo de' Medici, which is either to identify him as a de' Medici, or he worked for the Medici family. The latter is more likely, as he holds the medal out in front of him, as if to suggest it is more important than him, for example in terms of wealth. In other words, this man is a sycophant. In contrast to the previous portrait, this man makes direct eye contact with the spectator. However, he is also flattered, while still being recognisable. He can also be identified as a scholar, due to his clothes. The painting itself is an example of remarkable talent, as the background has been used to make the figure appear three-dimensional. These paintings show two very different and changing ideals. The man is illusionistic, whereas the woman is simply on show, a trophy wife. This also helps illustrate the difference of treatment between the two genders in 15th century society.